Hi YouTubers, this is Richie at Jiveboy's Foods, and today we're doing a nice easy recipe, super delicious. It's cheesy garlic bread. Now this is great, it's nice and quick, tastes better than the store stuff. So this is the ingredients. There you go, I have my bread, I have a handful of parsley, I have 5 cloves of garlic, I have mozzarella, grated, and parmesan. Right, olive oil, and pepper, must have pepper. Right, let's just move all them that we won't need for a bit over to one side. So put my bread over there. Right, I've got my little blender here, my little whizzy machine. Just going to chuck the garlic straight in. There we go. Parsley, just sort of break up, just makes it easier in the machine. That's it, just tuck it down. With the olive oil, it's probably about quarter of a cup, half a cup, depends how big your bread is and like that. If you've got anything left over, it does go amazingly with other foods, so it doesn't matter if you make too much. Right, stick the lid on, whiz that up. Takes a bit of time this, you know, you do want it blended up really, really well. You want it into a nice paste. And that's about it. So take the lid off. So remove the blades, very sharp, be careful people. Right, I'm just going to remove this and put the main machine over to one side. Right, and here's the bread. And literally all you can do is just slice it straight down the middle. Now you can go for a French stick, you know, nice and thin. You can go for thicker breads, different flavoured breads, any bread you like. So there we go. I've just cut it straight in half. I've got a thick bit and a thin bit. Because my family, some people like their thick garlic bread and other people like it nice and thin. So literally all you can do is get a spoon and just smear it on. Make sure it's all covered up. It's going to be amazing once it's done because all of those flavours are going to soak all the way through the bread. There we go. And now the next one. Remember, you can put more or less. It's entirely up to you how garlicky, you know, you want your garlic bread. So there we go. Just give it a nice smear. There we go. Make sure it's fully covered. A little bit more on there. Yeah, that's about it. Right, and now I'm just going to put them together. Bosh, just like that. Now, here's my tray, and I'm just going to wrap it in tin foil. And just so you know, I have got the oven at 400 Fahrenheit or 200 centigrade, depending where you are in the world. There we go, just roll it up nice and tight. So put it on the tray, and we are literally going to put that in the oven for 10 minutes. It varies to the size of your bread, but for the size I've got is 10 minutes. So there we go, put it in, and then that is just 10 minutes. And then we'll do the rest of the video. Right, so that's 10 minutes now, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove it and I'm going to show you part 2. So there we go. We'll take that out. Please be careful, this is going to be hot. So just turn it over, unravel it. There we go. The other bit of tin foil that I've got. There we go. Right. Now separate it. Now look at that. Now all of those juices are all soaked into the bread. This is going to be so tasty. Right, I'm going to get my mozzarella now. You don't have to have mozzarella. You can have cheddar. You can have whichever you like. You know, I like my mozzarella. I like it nice and stringy and just, I like the flavour as well. And remember, you could put more or less, entirely up to you. So there we go. I'm just going to give it a nice even coat. If you put it on thick, then it doesn't melt all the way through. Parmesan, I just like it. It's quite smoky and it's a salty cheese, so you don't need any salt in this recipe. So there we go, just a light covering there. Right, and that's about that on there. And I always have to have pepper on mine. Plenty of pepper. There we go, that's one. Give it a nice generous amount. There we go. Right, and then all this, you just got to put it straight back on the foil, on the same tray. And then you're going to put that straight back in the oven It varies for times. It depends on how much cheese you got, the thickness of your bread. So mine's probably going to go in for about 10 minutes, 11, 12, something like around about there. Just keep checking it. Right, so it's been about 13 minutes now. So I'm just going to pull mine out. And remember, this is going to be stupidly hot. Right, I'm just going to remove it over to the chopping board. Yeah, that's hot. Yeah, ow. Yeah, that's proper hot. All right, just be careful with this. You should let it stand for a couple of minutes, but I'm too impatient and I want to get on with the video. So there you go, there's your garlic bread. So I'm just going to slice one up just to show you what it looks like. Just get a knife. Remember, you can cut it as thick as you like, thin as you like. It depends how you like your garlic bread. Now you can make it into small little squares. There we go, it's the last bit. There you go. All right, let me pick up a boiling hot oil. There you go. There is your garlic bread. Wow, that's hot. Look how cheesy that is. That's just cheesy goodness. That is so tasty. I can't wait to dive into this in a minute. So, there you have it. How simple was that? Now, if you liked this recipe, I've got loads of other recipes, all sorts of different things. I'll show you again another one. There you go. That's absolutely beautiful. Please check out the rest of my videos. And if you like what you see, please like, comment and subscribe.